Well, we are going to be doing so much traveling. I thought it would be good to let you see satellite photos of where we are going, and we are coming from all over Oklahoma, so I didn't know exactly where should be our starting point. So I decided that the center of the universe should be where we started from. At least that's what the cabinet thinks, that this right here, the Oklahoma Conference headquarters, is the center of the universe. On Wednesday, August 18th, you'll be leaving from Oklahoma City or Tulsa, and you will fly to Miami, and then on to Bolivia. It's an all-night flight. Um, you leave probably in the afternoon on Wednesday, and you arrive about 5 or 6. Bolivia is located near the west coast. It doesn't have access to the sea, but near the west coast of South America. But it's actually one time zone east of Miami. And you will be coming in at 5 or 6 in the morning on American Airlines into El Alto, La Paz. The airport at El Alto, this flatland, is at 12,000 feet in altitude. It's the highest commercial runway in the world. You'll notice that to the left, the city is flat, and to the right, what's going on there is it's actually a gigantic ravine. Is the city of La Paz is to the right. To the left, on the flatland, is El Alto. It's hard for you to tell. There's actually 3,000 feet in altitude in the city limits of La Paz. And it's hard to tell from these satellite photos about just how steep it is. This is one place that I thought it shows a little bit. On the left, you can see how it's flat. Then it begins to drop down, and then it looks almost like the picture is tilted to the right, and that's because it's falling nearly 1,000 feet just from that one area right there. Anyway, when you come in on Thursday morning, we will take you immediately down to the John Wesley Center, which is an old hotel that is being transformed by the Methodist Church into a hospedaje, a hospitality area where we host teams and other things. That circular building at the bottom is a basketball arena, and you'll be staying there. You'll get a rest in the morning. We'll have an orientation for you about the work of the IEMB and its history, and we'll also have a chance to meet the executive committee. We'll have a nice dinner in the evening, and just let you get some good sleep and rest and recover from your flight. Then on Friday morning, we will get up and we will drive up and out of La Paz up to El Alto, up onto the flat land of El Alto, and then up on the flat land to the left and up here, and then start down the Achicaya ravine and down to where the land is being bought, and hopefully by this time there'll be some construction started on the new nursing home. This is will be one of the first nursing homes ever. The Methodist Nursing Home will be located on a beautiful piece of land just outside of La Paz. It's a really nice area. We'll go out there, and I think you'll find that to be really interesting and to hear the story of what's going on there. This is an excellent place where we could have some VIM teams and a lot of really interesting work that could happen there. We'll also go back to the city of El Alto, the fastest growing city in the Western Hemisphere. It went from 85,000 when I went there in the 1980s to 1.1 million people today. I don't know exactly where we're going to go, but you can see how the city is laid out. We'll be looking at house churches where they have started congregations and they don't have buildings. We'll be looking at some churches under construction. We'll be looking at some programs that they have that works with street children and with homeless families, and see a lot of wonderful work. And all of that will be on Friday, August 19th. we'll obviously go back to the John Wesley, back in La Paz to spend the night. Then Saturday, we're going to go, and I couldn't find the exact location, but we're going to go to the Pampajasi, to the Buenas Nuevas, or the Good News Church. It's located on the edge of La Paz, on one of the steep inclines overlooking the city of La Paz. I don't know which one, so I just picked this one. This is the one where the church has slid down the mountain in the recent landslides, and was one of the conference. It will be one of the churches that will be receiving funds from the conference offering this year. And we'll go and visit that church, and then we're going to take a fairly long car ride out to Tiwanaku. Tiwanaku is the ruins of the ancient Aymara civilization, and it's really, really quite fascinating. They have a gigantic pyramid. It doesn't go all the way up. It's just the start. It's a town about 1 million people, big center of Methodist work, a lot of work here. And then we'll take some vehicles out to Katani, following this yellow road here on the right. Katani is where you will meet one of the most amazing people I know, Elisa Kigora. She is the public health nurse at the Methodist Health Center health post there in Katani. We've got some videos on YouTube that you really need to see before you go, that talks about her life story and about her work in reducing reducing the number of births and low weight births and so on. Just an amazing story. We'll see the work of the church there. We'll see the Methodist health work, and then we'll also see the work of Engineers in Action, because Engineers in Action is putting in echo latrines in Katani. We'll return on Monday back to Cochabamba and stay in a really nice hotel that night at a 4-star hotel. And then on Tuesday, we're going to go out to the Carrasco National Park. Carrasco National Park is, as you can see, it suddenly turns green as it kind of drops off here. All of a sudden, everything is in forest. You're in the rainforest here. I'm sorry that the satellite's not as good here. The picture's not as good. But you're in the rainforest here, and I think that's going to be really, really interesting. We're going to then we'll leave pretty early in the morning, go out there, spend some time, hustle back to Cochabamba, and take a flight, and then take a flight back to La Paz. And this is all on Tuesday, and we'll be back in La Paz on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, on Monday the 22nd, the Lawton District, instead of going to Cochabamba and going south and east, are going to go mostly north and west. They will be flying to Cobija, on the border with Brazil, and you will see this yellow line here that you see, the dark yellow line. That is the border between Brazil and Bolivia. And we will be flying into the city of Cobija, in the Amazon jungle. It is in smack dab in the middle of the Amazon jungle. And we will be working, the Lawton District will be finding out about some churches and some possible construction sites, and things we can do. This community in this area is so remote from the rest of Bolivia, they seldom get teams. They haven't had teams or anything in maybe 20 years. And so we look forward to taking a group there. We'll spend the night in a hotel there. I'm not certain what hotel's available, but we'll find the best place we can find there. And we'll be staying there on Monday night the 22nd. And then on the 23rd, we'll meet with district leaders and some others, and then fly back to La Paz, join up with the other group in the John Wesley Hotel on the night of the 23rd. Then Wednesday morning, the 24th, we have kind of an easy day. You'll have an opportunity to shop. The main shopping area is right up the Prado, right up the street that is located here in front of the John Wesley. And you'll be going to the Plaza San Francisco. You'll just be going right straight here north and a little to the west. It's real obvious. You can't get lost. It's the main street of all of Bolivia, and you'll be here at the Plaza San Francisco, and that's where all the big markets and stuff are, and you guys will have a lot of fun with that. We'll also, in the evening, meet with the executive committee one more time, hear some of their priorities. Then on Thursday morning, the 25th, you'll get up very early in the morning. The flight leaves, I think, at 6 or 7 from La Paz, and you will fly home. So that's the plan. I think that we will accomplish a lot of things. We'll have a few cultural experiences, but you'll also get a good feel for some of the work that we're doing in Bolivia, and hopefully find something that your church and your congregation, you individually, can get excited about and to participate in the work of the Evangelical Methodist Church of Bolivia. I hope you can come. I think it'll be a great experience. I hope you come.